Hello guys and welcome back to the Sino-Soviet Union playthrough. In the last episode, the war with the UK started and it's been pretty damn consequential. And today, we continue. Yeah, I have some of my ships here, but they keep running out of ammo. We're getting hit by the enemies on ground. But god, I am destroying their ships at like record speed. These are all infantry units that I'm destroying. And they still have more. I just keep throwing ships over here. There's too many enemies for the ammo they're even packing. Jesus Christ. This is just like Taiwan all over again. Come on, I'm destroying so many of these things. This must be leaving them open like crazy. Gotta get more land units. Probably push. Their retreating units right now and their units trying to enter are all getting blown the fuck up.
We are slowing it down, which is good.
Not down enough. I cannot believe how many ships I'm blowing up. I've killed almost another 1,000 units since I last said that I killed 1,000 units. And they're still coming. How many thousands of units do I have to kill before this is done?
I'm trying to take Cambridge.
Oh my god. All of you, go here. Everyone, if you can fire, you go in front of that port. I'm done dealing with this shit. Even the patrol boats, everyone's going to Plymouth. Because I don't have enough ships here. I'm running out of ammo, my ships are leaving. Bradford looks like it's about to fall. We got a fucking mass charge up in that shit. Since I last said I've killed 1,000 enemies, I just killed another 500. What the fuck? Go away! How many of you are there? Fucking hell, dude, where do I have the ships to deal with this? Because I could use some more ships. Well, at least Bradford fell. We're still struggling over there. Air forces attacking on the left now. Gaining some ground, gaining some ground. Over there. There, there, there. I lost all the ships around the port left because they ran out of ammo or died. So I'm trying to get more ships on the port now.
Every country's losing a lot.
Yes, but it's mostly on NATO's side. They're losing the most by far. France has lost almost 4,000. Oh shit, like just in themselves. Teeny tiny countries have lost over, like Belgium, Netherlands, lost over 1,000.
France has less of an army than my colony.
Even with how many of their land forces I'm catching at sea, I'm still losing land forces like crazy. The entire world is going to be so bad off after this. Economically, militaristically, except the US. The US isn't actually getting hurt by this. I've killed another 1,000 units, damn it. I've killed another 1,000 fucking units. And it's still going. Take my air power, you fuck. Yeah, that's what I thought. I can move up there. Hell yeah, you go, Poland. I just gave a mass order. If your naval push doesn't work, I have one that will.
What if they get there all at the same time?
They won't, because mine are just leaving the Asian region. So yours will definitely get there first. Except for all of those escorts of yours that ran out of fuel on the way. Those won't make it. God, I have troops literally breathing on London right now. Oh, I got this little town surrounded. Has a green beret, and it's their green berets that are really keeping us at bay. The green berets and the garrisons.
I'm gonna need time to repair after this.
Oh, so will I. So will the whole world. Oh my god! Dema! Their units are surrendering! Their morale is at the fucking brink! Their units are surrendering! Oh my god, I'm watching green berets and garrisons just fall over! London, here I come, baby! Woo! Oh my god! Damn it, they're all surrendering! Holy shit, so many free garrisons! What the fuck? Oh my god, they're all just giving up! How does this happen? I just took London! I just took London! Oh, come on, give up, give up, give up, give up. Do it, do it, do it! Give up! I dare you! You little bitch! You don't want to fight, give up. They moved to Birmingham. We gotta get Birmingham.
Keep the push going. Just keep the push going.
I'm routing different units to Birmingham. Their units are surrendering like crazy right now. Holy shit, this is what I've been waiting for.
Your tanks, if you send them south, you can easily have it. What's the north of it?
I'm sending stuff, baby. Hello, East German blimps. Are you here to watch my victory? Come on, surrender, surrender. You know you want to surrender. Do it, do it. That's right, I got a capital again. Oh, this is perfect. They're running out of money. Oh, no, they're not. But their military bars at minimum. Their morale's at minimum. They're surrendering like crazy. New capital's Belfast. Don't worry about it. We deal with this shit unless you have a bunch of amphibious units lying around. They might surrender long before Belfast if we just keep taking all this. How the hell did you get Brighton?
I don't know.
Alright, well, anyway. Surrender. Yes. Why did these ones surrender to you? I marched on them. What the fuck? Alright, whatever. Yeah, we need some amphibious troops over at Belfast, probably. I don't really have much amphibious troops to send.
I'm looking around to see if I have any of the waters. How many do you think I would need?
I don't know, but I'm sending like I found 10 or so that I'm sending. Hopefully we get there and they just literally fall over and surrender. Oh!
They gave up.
They just gave up. They just gave up, boy. All right, so that's some interesting border gore. What am I looking at right now?
How did I keep?
You freed stuff from the UK, so now there's a new UK. There is Scotland as well. You have some Scotland territory.
As a released land.
I can't believe it's over.
That's all for you. You can deal with it later.
I can't believe it's over. Look at the prices of everything, man. Dude. What the fuck? Oh yeah, all their colonies just got freed. I just got some islands in the Pacific now. I got all the fucking ships and stuff they had over here too. Nice.
So how does it feel to own Ireland? I mean, not Ireland, but the UK.
Hard fought. I have over 420 million people right now.
Too.
Oh yeah, you got part of that island up there. You also came out of this with Gibraltar. You could probably hang on to that. I was like, yeah, you probably should hang on to that.
I just figured release what was in the UK area and just let you take it all.
Sure. Gibraltar is something that it doesn't really matter who of us owns it, but make sure you repair the stuff there, and if I were you, I'd fortify the shit out of it.
Oh, I am.
Gun emplacement, upgrade the pier and airfield to a base and a port, fortifications, that kind of good stuff. What's terrifying though is the US didn't even get involved in that. The rest of NATO is probably fucking reeling in terms of their units comparatively. US didn't even get involved in that though.
How do you like the Gibraltar now?
I now have lost more people than you, by the way. Not as many units, but more people. My kills are still up there. Are they actually still sending people over here? They are. This is why this game needs a peace treaty system, because now I have to go to 2 different wars to fucking get the rest of this shit. It's not the biggest deal, because my treaty integrity is up to 87% thanks to defending our ally, Argentina. Which, by the way, Argentina only claimed part of the Falklands, and the Falklands is now its own country on the West Island. I'd just like to point that out. That entire war, and they couldn't even take the whole Falklands. But damn, now that I own the UK, I'm up to 420 million. caught way closer up to the US at their 600 million now. I don't know if this is just temporary, but my finances look pretty nice after gaining all that pop. I just imagine once I'm done repairing everything. Price of oil shot up, industrial goods, consumer goods, military goods all shot up. I kind of want to sell some military goods, but I actually burned through most of my military goods during that war. Like, I started that war with like 13 mil, I'm down to under 4 mil. So the good news is, after that, my land units is still over 5,000. The biggest problem I ran into was just not having enough reserve personnel to actually fucking fill the equipment. That and getting all the units out to an island. The only thing I can say after that war is I wish that I had made more Satan nukes. Although it's probably better this way. Probably healthier. To not destroy everything. Is this one of their carriers? Oh, I have their carriers. I had whatever ships they had lying around still. I'm repairing all the stuff in the UK right now, and then I'll have to go ahead and probably make some new stuff. Like, we destroyed, like, all the ports. By we, I mean I nuked the shit out of them. God, how much higher my GDP per capita has gotten during that war is insane. I started that war with 3,000 GDP per capita. I'm at 4,248, my inflation's still 9.4%. And my population growth, the amount of debt that I could take out at once has gone from like 8 billion to almost 19 billion in just one takeout. Good news is when you're ready to go to war, your treating target got up to 74.7%. Mine's at 87.1, and that's going to get destroyed real quick once I start taking the new United Kingdom and Scotland over. London is an abandoned town. It became an abandoned town. The UK is just fucked up. Such terrible atrocities have been committed here, you know? So the UK had 2 islands. In France, and it looks like I got one and somehow France got the other. The UK had a whole load of petrol plants, and I'm gonna get rid of all of them.
I'm waiting for one of our other smaller groups to attack somewhere in France and then cause us to go into another war.
Oh my god, you know, so many of the real life things are not scripted. I was not expecting Falklands to be scripted. There's not too many more years of things that can be scripted, though. Oh, hey, I got this little part next to Cyprus that the UK had, although the military base that was here has been destroyed.
And something should help you when you go to fight France.
What's that?
I put an air defense system on Gibraltar. I mean, it's not going to help that much, but any planes that fly in the area.
That thing basically only sees one tile past the Spanish city of Malaga, just to the northeast of it. So its fire range is going to be within that, which is not that far. It would help maybe when fighting Spain, if I invaded through the Gibraltar.
Oh, I meant Spain, not France.
France? France is all the way over there. I have a random ass island south of India now, just southwest of it. It's a single tile, it's a coast tile. Interesting. I'm pretty sure there was a military base there at one point, and then it got nuked. I also now own some random island off the coast of South America, east of the Falklands.
Oh, you acquired some... Did you call us out where you own the tiny speck of Cyprus?
We had a whole conversation about it, Demla. The UK owns that. They have an air base there, even in real life today. The reason they have that in real life today is because Turkey claims half of that island, the northern half, whereas Cyprus claims the whole thing, but owns the southern half. And the UK is there to basically make sure Turkey doesn't decide to try to take over the rest of the fucking island. The released United Kingdom inherited all the debt of the original United Kingdom. And it's keeping them in the red, because they only have 1 million people. I only have about 50 or so of my T90As from 93, and very soon, in about 2 months in game, I will have my T90 Bishima, which is from 2001. Inflation's down to far more reasonable levels, and it's ending up at around 3,500 GDP per capita. I've killed like 10 times the amount of units the US has killed. Like, looking at this, it looks like I've killed more units than every other nation combined. And that is ridiculous. So anyway, I just took out debt to pay my old debt. Very modern day thing I just did. Because my old debt was higher and I had almost enough money to do it, and my current amount of debt I can take out is lower. Therefore, by taking out more debt to pay my old debt, I ended up with less debt. Magic.
Are you gonna keep repeating that?
No, the only reason that worked is because my GDP per capita has gone down so much. It needs to go down a lot more for that to work again. And my inflation's going down, but it's not going to be going down by a large amount.
But I am producing a certain carrier now.
After comparing the Beijing with my newer carrier, I honestly still opted to just make the Beijing because it's so much cheaper.
I want a nuclear capital ships.
I have those. I lost a chunk of them. I lost a good chunk of every one of my ships, but I am still pumping out my nuclear capital ships. Well, I got something better than the Mi-24 Hind being made. It's the Ka-50 Werewolf. Our allies are being a little retarded. And you know what? I've seen this level of retardation before. During our off-stream playthrough of Cold War, where the Warsaw powers start sailing towards Italy and then sailing through the space in between the tip of the boot and Sicily and getting shot at as they go. That is what is starting to happen. They all just sent like random task forces and started sending them to Italy for some reason. And now they all have to run through Italy as they're going around trying to get back into Romania. So, free XP for Italy? These are on shitty old units though. They shouldn't actually lose any actual units from this, just given the fact that there's almost nothing defending this area. They are going to take some casualties and have to repair the stuff when it gets back. And the T90 Bishima tank is researched. And it has effectively replaced my other T90 tank because it's actually in a tree. It's a direct upgrade. I got a new anti-tank weapon and it looks a lot better. A little more expensive to maintain, and it's not as good at defending itself in close combat. But other than that, there's a bunch more anti-tank damage. It actually does more damage in close combat, has better range, goes further, much better reaction time. Holy shit, Soviet Japan made another air fab and 5 more land fabs. I was wondering why they took out so much more debt out of nowhere. Because they were building a fuck ton of military capacity. It must have been because of the war. The war probably made them think, damn, we need more troops. To help them out, I'm sending them the design for the heavy supply truck, which somehow they don't have. And for an MRL system from like 61, because their artillery seems lacking. At least their artillery that I can see seems lacking. You're sending more troops to the Gibraltar?
I didn't send any. It's my AI doing it.
So now that you have a barracks in the area, your AI is sending all the troops in the area to that barracks. That barracks is your official, like, operating point for all of Europe and Africa. Essentially. Yeah, he's sending all your troops that have just been stuck around here. He's sending them all down to the Gibraltar.
That's actually funny, because all I did was hit reserve.
And that's why. Because that's the only barracks that you have around here. Reagan's speech hurts relations. U.S. Ronald Reagan has further soured relations with the Soviet Union, first labeling them an evil empire, and then announcing plans to develop a strategic defense initiative commonly referred to as Star Wars. Yes, I remember
Oh
that.
no, the hoax.
And now to finish the UK.
Oh snap. Oh, that's you. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm finishing off the UK. Getting Plymouth under my control. Took their capital. Any more capitals you want me to take? What, are you gonna move to Douglas now? I'll put someone on Douglas, don't fucking tempt me. That really hurt my my treaty integrity, by the way. I had 87 and it went down like a whole 10% because of that. It's not like I had any treaties with them. And I had 70% justification.
Great. I might end up with Douglas if they move it to Doug. Oh wait, I'm not in the war, so I should be exempt from this.
Yeah, you're exempt. And here it comes.
We took their capital.
Easy. Done. Yep, UK fully eliminated now. I still need to take Scotland. My GDP per capita is basically down to nearly 3,000 again. Damn, that was such a huge difference. And it actually did change my max debt again. Also, losing a little teeny bit of credit rating from declaring war affected it as well. Let's take advantage of that and take out debt to pay off debt. France has 89.1 treaty integrity right now, which means they lost well over 10% during that war for not helping their ally. Especially their ally that's right next to them with a direct declaration of war. So that's one good thing to keep in mind.
Yes, and if you look at their units, I know quite a bit's stashed away now, but it looks like they've got weakened a bit.
Oh, of course they... Damn, I killed 14,000 units, Demma. And you killed another 2,000 to 3,000 on top of that. What's more terrifying than the fact that I killed as many units as I did, like more units than we have in our militaries combined. It's not that I killed that many, it's that the world didn't run out of units to throw at us. I'm amazed, like even looking at nations like Belgium, they lost over 1,000 units in that fight. Belgium, they don't even have 11 million people. How the fuck do they have well over 1,000 units to throw at me, and then probably more lying around? I mean, if I take a look into Belgium, I see more troops. Most of it's not theirs. Okay, this is one I don't understand. Somaliland lost 1,526 units. Where did Somaliland, some little teeny tiny country, get that many units to lose? Who are they buying units from? Where did they get the money for it? Where did those units come from? The Netherlands losing 1224. West Germany 611. Denmark 571. Not all of these units have been lost in that war, but most of them were. Quite frankly, the amount of unit losses I'm looking at don't even look like they necessarily add up to our my kill count. But it could just be that most of them are French. I mean, I'm looking at France. I don't remember how many losses France had before that war. I do know it was in the hundreds at least. I think maybe a few hundred. They have 4,573 losses. Did I kill 4,000 French units in that war? Did I just kill that many French people?
Okay, I have a question. Do the casualties, once they hit a certain number, count towards a...
No, unit loss is only when you see a unit blow up.
Okay.
Casualties are population lost within those units, either on their explosion or during the fighting, but you can repair a unit even if it's taken casualties. Of course, the casualties don't come back.
I was just more asking if, let's say, a unit has unit that you see on screen has 100 inside of it, and you kill 2 groups of 50, if that adds up to equaling 1, but you answered no, it doesn't work that way.
Side note, Switzerland just bought consumer goods from me. My production price of the consumer goods they asked for is 367 million. They gave me 2.3 billion. That is a gigantic markup. What the fuck? Damn. I just... that battle. I mean, if World War III broke out completely, what I planned on doing was literally taking over all of Europe on land, dealing with the UK last. And I don't know, thinking about it, I don't know how well we would have done if the US and all of World War III broke out all at the same time back then. Falklands has a population of 1,036 people. That is so tiny. It's growing though. Only 79 people live in the capital of the Falklands.
1,036, and I'm only finding like 10, 5, 8.
Yeah, me too.
Can you explain this?
Quite frankly, no, I cannot. Maybe they're still on the ships immigrating.
That's what threw me off. I'm like, okay, where is their population?
Where is their I don't know. Where is their population? It doesn't add up. That's so weird.
How do you have 45,000 people in this tiny ass island?
What island?
The island of Ascension.
Oh, is that one of mine?
Yup. East of Brazil.
Yeah, I see. 45,000 people. 45,000 people is not a lot.
And then St. Helena has almost 60,000.
Yeah, I like to imagine this is some of the places the people ran to get away from the nukes. Which, funny enough, isn't that smart, because if you look in the Indian Ocean, I have a little island there called Diego Garcia that has nothing on it, and that is because what was on it got nuked, I think. There's still 1,400 people there, so maybe it didn't get nuked, but I believe it got nuked. I got a 10% bonus to all my electricity and electricity usage, so now I have more of a surplus than ever.
Do you like my surplus?
Yes. My surplus is getting closer to yours. Although I'm gonna stop building stuff now that I got that research and a few more hydro plants up. Unless, for whatever reason, I see the price start skyrocketing. The selling conditions are still static. Production cost is slowly coming down now.
I'm not building any more electricity-wise.
There's certain static markets where I notice the prices just keep going up, so I keep improving the production. But sometimes that doesn't even actually really affect the price that much. The US's inflation is down to 1.1%.
To be fair, everyone's inflation's tanking to an extent. Mine is down to 3.
Not everybody's inflation is tanking. It's countries that are getting a lot of population are the ones that are tanking.
Yeah, my population's just growing at an unstable rate.
I've just gotten so much more pop out of that war that my inflation's going down. It's down to 2.2%. My population growth is doing all right. Not nearly as good as yours or the US, really. Yours is just growing. At this point, your population's so big and your economy's so settled into it that your pop growth is just kind of maintaining it. Compared to the US, whose pop's growth is just so through the roof, they just can't. They're not doing enough economically to kind of make up for it. If they get into the point of deflation, that could be kind of interesting. My tree integrity is back down to 70%. I lost nearly 20% through just these 2 wars. Pretty impressive. Honestly, I think your treaty integrity takes a bigger hit the higher up it is. Just in general.
We took their capital.
Took their capital. I love how on some of these islands, the population around the cities is super high, and the population of the cities is non-existent. I assume that's just because I nuked the shit out of all the cities. Hello, Lerwick! I'm gonna have to build a fucking port up here in Lerwick, because there's no other way of connecting it. But that's a nice strategic point to have a port and an air base, for example. My world market opinion is down to satisfied, so I'll have a little bit of time I could use towards letting it recoup after this. There you go, I took their capital. Let's immediately get a seaport building. I can't. Oh, it doesn't have supply at the moment. Well, it's a town. It'll start generating supply. I now own Aberdeen. I got 2 ports from that, actually. Well, a pier and a pier. I got 2 piers from that. Alright, it has 3% supply already. Got a port down. For the security of my British Isles, Ireland will have to die. Otherwise, it can just be used as a way to take Northern Ireland from me and allow enemies to get too close to me. So, Ireland, you are going to have to die.